How to be a successful high school student. Being a successful high school student requires both patience and motivation. Unfortunately, there are often many distractions during your teen years that can make success difficult. To become a successful student, you will have to learn to say no to this distraction by using organization tools like schedules, while also maintaining a healthy lifestyle, as well as balancing your academic life with your social life and extracurricular interests. It may be hard during the school year and also tiring, but the hard work always pays off at the end. Tips number 1. Make good use of your agenda. They give it to you for a reason. Don't only write homework, but make sure to write down other stuff you will need to remember, like games, practice, study sessions, and others. In order to be a successful high school student, you need to have the ability to stay on top of all your activities. Use your agenda to stay organized and follow through with your plans. Also, use your agenda to set time limits. If you are spending more than an hour on that math assignment, you are clearly not getting it and are only hurting yourself. Stop, put it aside, move on to other homework, come back to it later, and if you still don't get it, explain what happened to your teacher. Chances are they'll be happy to help and not dock your grade. Just make sure you've made an attempt to do the work. Tips number 2. Stay organized. Make sure you have all the supplies you need. It may help to have one 3-ring binder with pockets for each class, maybe only a folder for an elective class, with loose leaf paper and dividers if they help. If your teacher likes to lecture, have a spiral or composition notebook for notes and jot down pictures and thoughts to help you remember. The pages are less likely to rip up than loose leaf. Keep papers in chronological order. They'll be easier to find later when studying. If your binder starts to get full, transfer all papers into another binder to keep at home. This way you won't have to lug them around, but they will be there when studying for midterms and finals. Tips number 3. Remember that school is important. You don't have to be the nerd who holds himself or herself up in his or her room Friday night or reads gigantic books in the corner of the room to be considered someone who takes school seriously. The truth is, school is important. You need it to have a good resume, and you need it to get into a good college and later get a good career that will support you for the rest of your life. But even though you decide not to go to college, school does help a lot socially and intellectually. It's important to have fun and have lots of extracurricular activities, but school should always be your number one priority. That being said, never take homework, tests, and quiz lightly. Note that extracurricular activities are also good with college resumes as well. Tips number 4. Enjoy school for the academics and the social interaction. Balance is the key. You can be someone who makes straight A's in all advanced classes, but if you have 0 extracurricular activities in your application for college, you will have a much more difficult time getting accepted. It's just not attractive either way. Keep on top of your schoolwork, but make sure you let your hair down a little sometimes. To join a few clubs consistently throughout your high school years, you won't regret it. Tips number 5. Get involved at your school. You don't have to wear spirit colors every day or be a cheerleader to do this. All you need to do is to stay on top of things. Current events, who won the basketball game last Friday, attending school functions like dance and variety shows, keeping up with plans your student council heads for the school, and those kinds of activities.